Welcome everybody, Guts here, bringing you coverage of Smite. This is my first overview and introduction to this game. I've been playing it only for about a few weeks now. I just started getting into it. I know I've been out for probably, I don't know, a year or two now. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. If you don't know anything about Smite, it is a third-person MOBA type game. So, you know, it's just like Dota 2 and League of Legends, but it's third person, which I really enjoy. I like MOBAs in general, but I really like third person view a lot more. In a MOBA, it's definitely interesting. I think it actually makes it a bit tougher, not having the bird's eye view down, but overall, it's a pretty fun game. So, Smite, what it's about basically is it's gods. It's all different gods, and I can show you here the whole listing of the different gods that they have. Yeah, Ares is one of my favorite. I'm actually going to do a little bit of overview on him today, starting off. And yeah, we have a whole list of different gods here. So these are all the different characters you can choose from, and they all have different abilities. And like every other MOBA, pretty much, you have an item list, and this game actually has a character builder that you can actually mess around with and add in your own items. You can search the whole list here and add different items, so pretty cool feature. Thing about this game is it's completely free. It's absolutely free to play. You can pay money to get some extra in-game gems, and I have noticed so far in my couple weeks of playing here that you can acquire these gems just through playing as well. But lately, actually the past 2 days, I seem to have stopped getting gems for whatever reason. So I haven't researched too much on it. I have no idea how or why I was even getting gems to begin with. But other than that, there's favor in game, and the favor you acquire after every match. So when you go to a match, you can go to play here, and there's different map types. There's different, not just map types, but different game modes. These are all different game modes. And when you click on one, you can join the queue instantly, and it'll take however long it says right here until you get into the queue. And so there's 5 versus 5, there's Joust 3 versus 3, there's Arena, which is my favorite. Conquest is the typical conquest type map that most MOBAs generally stick to, and I don't know, I've gotten kind of bored of that type of map after playing Dota 2 for a while on League of Legends. I don't know, it's getting a little bit old, and I'm glad that Smite has kind of done something differently and added in stuff like the Arena and Assault, which basically makes you pick a random god, and it's a single lane that 5 versus 5 are pushing. And Siege is like Conquest, but you have 4 versus 4 map, and it's got 2 lanes, and there's siege weapons in the middle that your team will acquire and help push the 2 other lanes. And Joust is just a 1 lane map with side jungles attached to it. So yeah, and then they have kind of daily, every day they'll put in a new type of map or a game mode. For this, for example, you can only play these certain gods on this map, so it makes it kind of interesting. And then of course there is Conquest pre-made for those professional players. I have not done this yet because I'm not a professional, not on this yet. We'll see. So there's a lot of other cool features in this game. You get your profile up here, which will show your goodwill, which I believe might have to do with you quitting out of games, disconnecting, or just in general you can report players after each match in case they were an asshole, or maybe they purposely fed the other team and kept getting themselves killed on purpose, or maybe just, you know, disconnected on purpose. You can have your whole team and the enemy team all report one person for pretty much being a douchebag. So that's a pretty cool feature. I love that. And so yeah, I'll show you all your recent matches, and you can actually see the details on each match that you've played recently. For example, So you can see here recent match, and you can check out all the stats for it: kills, death, assists, gold gain. And the best part about this is maybe you got your ass kicked last game and you want to take a look real quick, and let's say you got your ass kicked by Zeus over here, by this guy, and you kind of want to learn how to play Zeus. Well, this way you could kind of look at this guy's item build and kind of figure out for yourself, well, you know, worked pretty well for that guy. Oh, never mind, he had 13 deaths, so bad example. But you see my point here, that you can kind of see, for example, what item build they use, and maybe you could try doing the same thing and see if it works for you. Whole little cool graphs here to show your role played, what type of match you mostly play, what type of god, which god you specifically play the most. Kind of breaks it all down. So pretty cool stuff. They got worshiper details. Basically, every time you play one god, you're gaining worshippers for him after a match, and the more worshippers you get, it's basically experience, and your god levels up and he gets these mastery ranks. To my knowledge, all that really gets you is some unlocked different skin models for the god. For example, everyone can get the golden and legendary, and I believe the diamond skin here. I believe you can earn all of these by leveling up that specific god, and I'll unlock these different skins for them. And you do have other skins that are just purchasable with the diamonds here, the gems, whatever the hell they're called. Yeah, gems. And yeah, so the different skins, you can buy emotes for them. I don't know who the fuck's gonna do that, but you'd be surprised. And you can even buy a voice pack for them.
I'll attack left lane. Curses!
And each character has different voice pack for them.
Attack the Gold Fury, you rock.
So you can buy that for 200 gems, and if that's what you really want to do. Otherwise, I think everyone kind of has the same generic voice, because there's voice emotes in this game. And you really do have to make use of those a lot to communicate with your team. There's a whole giant command list of different voice emotes you can do to call out stuff. So it's pretty useful, and if this is your thing, that you want to really sit here and listen to the generic voice, or you want to hear a different voice that's more to your style or whatnot, then you can purchase one of these. One thing that's cool about this game is, where was it? No, not this. Not that either. I forget where it's at, but you can pay $30 and you can unlock every god that's out currently and that will come out in the future. So yeah, $30 will unlock everything. All these gods will be unlocked for $30 if you pay that. And any future god that comes out, like this one, Sylvanas, that just came out, will automatically unlock for you. So that's a pretty good deal. I think that's a really good deal for this game. See, all of these gods, most of them cost around 5,500 favor. See, I got 6,800 right now, so I have enough to unlock another god. And there are a few gods that are cheaper than that, like Agony here. He's 1250 favor for him. But I have noticed every single god, if you want to unlock them with gems, costs 200 gems. So yeah, so you can either pay money, or you can just play the game and save up favor and lock them one by one, which is currently what I'm doing. Because I'm not sure I want to play every single god, so I don't know if I want to pay the $30. I'm just playing a handful here. Other than that, some cool stuff. They have a TV channel right here where you can actually watch people that are live streaming, like this fruitcake right here. So you can do that. You can check recorded matches for leagues, big league gameplay modes, and I actually checked out one of those. You can view the demo here. You can check out the match details. Viewing the demo will pull up the whole video recording of this league gameplay, and you can actually get like a bird's eye view, and you can scroll around, you can follow certain characters, and you can watch the whole match and see how it turns out and maybe learn some tactics for yourself. There's video tutorials for everything in this game. Yeah, for all the different game modes and stuff, there's tutorials. They've got a lot of god guides, community videos, broadcasting. So there's a whole lot of cool features to this game, which I really like. And then there's a league mode, which I believe you have to get level 30 to even participate in this, and I'm nowhere near that right now. So I think this is my level 13, or is that it right there, level 2? That's my mastery level. I have no clue. Told you I'm still pretty new to this game, so I'm not here to act like I'm a professional and know everything about it, but I'm still learning and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So let me go ahead and start off on my overview here with Ares. Okay, Ares so far is my favorite god on here, and let's go to the overview for him. So here we can see what type he does. He's a melee, and he does magical damage. Role is a guardian, which means he is a tank. So it shows his pros right here. He has high crowd control and high defense, and difficulty is easy to use. And this is all of his speed, health, mana, protection, regen. And here's all of his abilities. So his passive here is each completed aura item that Ares owns grants him 30 additional magical power. So this makes it kind of easy to spec Ares in the sense that you really want to get a lot of auras on him for him to be, to benefit him a lot more. So let me show you in the character builder real quick. So this is my custom build. These are all my different items that I felt were working out pretty good for him. But you do have a standard build, which this is kind of automatically used if you put on. There's a feature which will automatically buy items for you when you have enough gold, and feature to automatically level up your skills, your abilities, once you acquire new ones. The standard one here is, I believe this automatically makes it for conquest type maps, and when you're arena, this would be the default one that it would automatically buy weapons for you. Or you can do the custom one, as I was just showing you, and you can make your own build here. So I have the Shoes of Focus here, the Void Stone, Breastplate of Valor, Sovereignty, Pestilence, and the Mystical Mail. And you can kind of see the way that I build my character here is that I have a lot of physical protection and some reasonable magical protection with pretty decent health too. And my cooldown. The cooldown percentage is what it's all about for Ares. So let me go to his abilities, keeping all of this stuff in mind here and how I have his item spec'd. His abilities, we have the Searing Flesh is his... well, let me just go over all of his abilities first before I do all that. So we went over his passive, and then his Shackles. Chains extend from Ares' shield, doing damage to all enemies in its path. Hitting God shackles them to Ares and cripples them, preventing movement abilities, dealing the same damage every second while slowing them and buffing Ares. While shackled, Ares can fire another chain for free within 2 seconds. So you basically kind of want to line up this chain perfectly, hit someone with it, and as long as you hit a target with it, you can fire off another chain for free within 2 seconds. Now you can only fire off max 3 of them, as it states right there, and the duration is 4 seconds. But each time you shackle them, it does refresh that duration, which is nice, so you can keep them slowed and taking damage every second, as long as you have one of these shackles on them. And it's great for catching people. It's great for runners. Anyone trying to run away from you, putting this on them is really going to slow them up. Bolster defenses. Ares strengthens the defense of himself and all nearby allies, granting protections and reducing crowd control durations. For each shackled enemy, the protection buffs are increased. So this is going to buff your whole team. Yeah, it's going to buff all your nearby allies, making them take less damage. and reduce any kind of crowd control on them. And if you do have someone shackled while you use this, so if you shackle one target or multiple targets, you will increase the shackle bonus for your defenses on your bolster defense ability. Searing Flesh, this is great. This is kind of his bread and butter ability here for dealing damage. Flames pour forth from airy shields, engulfing enemies in a cone in front of him for damage every 0.5 seconds for 4 seconds. Ares is immune to knockback for the duration. Yeah, it does a pretty damn good amount of damage per tick, and when you have someone chained too, it's a very good idea to use Searing Flesh to chase them down, because you're going to be moving at I believe it's pretty much the same movement speed as regular running. So you can pretty much run at someone while flames are shooting out of your shield, and you're gonna catch them as long as they're shackled, and you're gonna destroy them with this thing. And lastly, each god has their ultimate ability, and this is Ares' ultimate, No Escape. Ares throws chains out to all enemy gods in an area around him, and all enemies hit by the chains are pulled to Ares after 2.5 seconds. And during this time, they're taking damage and they're stunned, plus additional time for each enemy god hit by the ability. So basically what this does is Ares is going to jump up in the air. He's going to shoot out chains to all enemies in the radius of it. And it's going to, after a couple seconds, it's going to pull all of them to Ares. So once that happens, it's going to pull their whole team in that one spot, which is just devastating if you have people on your team with really good AoE. So Ares, for yourself, the first thing you want to do when you use this is prepare to use Searing Flesh as soon as everyone lands right in front of you, because you're just going to do some massive AoE with your shield, Searing Flesh, right in front of you on all the enemies right there. And if you've got a good team with you, got some good AoE, they're going to be destroyed. And I've played multiple games now with Ares doing this tactic, and it's pretty devastating. Where when you kill an enemy team like that with 5 kills just from one ability, they're going to be pretty far behind in score, and they're really going to be suffering from that. So yeah, that's my little overview on Ares here. So let's go to my character builder for him, his abilities. I like to focus mainly on getting up Searing Flesh first, since that is your main source of DPS. But Ares, I kind of have him balanced pretty well, except for bolster defenses. Save that for last. Once you've leveled every other ability up, as you can see, I only leveled the bolster defenses up at level 3 here, and then I didn't start leveling it back up until 15, 16, 18, 19. So everything else, try to get your ultimate as soon as possible. Of course, number 5 here is when you first get your ultimate, and then 9, 13, 17, and 20. So yeah, you pretty much want to just focus on the Searing Flesh and Shackles and your ultimate, of course, and worry about bolter defenses last. Okay, well, that about wraps it up for my little overview here on Ares, and let's go ahead and see him in action, shall we? Alright, we're getting into a match here, people. Let's get her done. So you already got all my items. Yeah, I think I have it on auto buy right now. So, what's everyone doing? How's it going? Hey, buddy. Alright, normally we go for the camps on the side, but it looks like the enemy team's getting aggressive and they want to start the fight off right away. So, let's do it. My Flame Breath there, puts Protect up for the allies. See if we We can sneak around over here, slow people up, use a chain, and do some flame breath. Get some work done there. So, I actually didn't really want to buy that item. I'll sell it. So one thing to keep in mind with Ares is his items. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in the overview. You definitely want the active item blink. Because what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to blink right into the middle of the enemy team. Oh, I'm dead. Anyways, it's going to allow you to blink right into the middle of the enemy team. And from there you can use your ultimate. So when you blink in, you'll be able to use your ultimate right away and grab everyone on the enemy team that's in the very large radius around you. Let's see if we can do it. Let my team know I'm ready for my ultimate. We're going to blink in, use the chains, and we're going to pull them all in and do an AoE. And it looks like their Ares is doing the same, but that's okay. We got a couple of kills off of that. I'm pretty happy with that.
Minions have reached your portal. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Can I not sell this? Oh yeah, I think I had to turn it off to do that. Otherwise it automatically buys stuff for me. Whatever. So one thing that sucks about Ares is with his ultimate, the enemy team, if they're smart, they can get the active item called Purification Beads. And what that is going to do is going to prevent them from getting CC'd. And it's going to make them immune to crowd control effects. So, which is going to make Ares' ultimate virtually fucking useless. It's not going to pull them. And I'm about to die again. Here, yep. That's okay. I usually die, I always end up dying a few times early on in the game with Ares, it seems like. Until he levels up and gets a lot more auras going and better defenses. He's a lot harder to kill late game. But anyways, yeah, people can just use the beads to get out of your chain and kind of sucks. So my ultimate is ready and my blink is up and ready too. Unfortunately, I do not see them all grouped up, so we're gonna wait to use it here. Bolster defenses for my allies there. So yeah, you want to wait till they're all bunched up, nice and good, and then you can blink on in and use your ultimate. Because you wanna pull as many people as possible. All right, it's looking good, looking good. They're just about bunched up, I think now. Oh, he's gonna do it too. Looks like me and this other areas are right on cue using our ultimates. I better back up. That didn't work out. Oh, barely made it.
Minions have reached your portal.
Let's do some flame breath here. Yeah, some good AoE. I'm all bunched up. See if we can finish off Zeus. Alright, someone get him. Alright, let's push. Yeah, the flames are really good for interrupting the enemy minions and doing some pretty heavy damage to them as well. Now we got a little bit left on the ultimate. We're gonna slow them up here, and we come up behind them and do some flame breath. All right, there's one down and two down. And third, we got him. So yeah, sometimes it's good to push like this because you want to try to get your minions into their green portal over there. Because for each minion that gets into that portal, it's going to lower their ticket count. And same with those siege weapons, the siege towers rather. When those siege towers get in, you get a nice big chunk off of their ticket counter as well. I don't remember how much exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's a decent amount. So you can chain him, slow him up, and put on some flames on him. Yeah, that's the greatest part about Ares' chains is when he puts it on someone, you know, it doesn't slow them terribly, but it slows them enough for you to easily catch them with your flames. Alright, ultimate is ready. Looks like a good time to use it. And I only got one. That's fine though. Kill's a kill.
Double kill.
Try to clear these minions out of the way.
Stepping away.
Chain her. Did a double chain there. So yeah, as I said, you can fire that chain off 3 times, up to 3 times, as long as each one of them hit the target. So if the first one hits, you'll be able to cast it again. If the second one hits, you'll be able to cast it one more time. And you could potentially put 3 chains on multiple targets or the same target. I believe if you just put it on the same target, it's just going to extend the duration of the slow and the damage. Chain her. Keep these people back with flames. Let's slow them up and chase them down with some fire here. So yeah, that's my other active I have. Was it the Enfeebling Curse, I believe? It's going to do an AOE slow on the enemies there. Alright, finish up Zeus. We got Thanatos on my ass, though. I better get away. Yeah, there's our siege tower.
An enemy has been slain.
It looks like both teams have lost a player, so it is currently 4 versus 4 right now. But luckily with this game, I haven't seen too many problems with people reconnecting a match. So if you do disconnect, you do have the ability to reconnect to the match, and I do see it quite often. Alright, we got Thanatos here riding our asses. Let's try to keep him back with some flames, but he is persistent. He does not give a fuck. He got my ally. And he's immune to my chains. That's great.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, we got another push going here. Trying to get that siege tower in. Get us some big points. Chain him up. Finish him off. Flame them to death. Alright, we got it in easily. One thing I really hate seeing people doing is people lingering by the enemy base there. You know, you're just going to get yourself killed if you don't back up. You really should just be doing that initial push and then backing up, because they're going to be respawning pretty quick. And alright, let's see if we can make work with this ultimate. Flame him down. Alright, we got a kill there. And he's going to do the same to us. Let's slow him up. I better back up.
Triple kill.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the map when you have that red skull over you. That means Thanatos is nearby and you're in the death range. That's ultimate, I believe. He can just instantly kill you when you're at a certain health threshold. Alright, I think Zeus is going to be dead here. So chain him. Oh shit, I missed. Alright, let's finish him off with the flames. We can do this. There we go.
An enemy has been slain.
Well, it is still 4 versus 4. Those two players never came back, but we are quite ahead. 285 to 140, 131. It just keeps going down. 122. My ultimate is ready. Do it right here. Pull him in. And we only got Zeus there. I mean, Zeus just, he needs to get those beads. Let's see if I can save my buddy this time. Okay. He didn't even need it. Alright, we're looking good. Pretty much a for sure win at this point. No, I have seen games that have been completely turned around in this. It does happen. It is possible. It's probably not too often, but you know they're getting worked so hard. It's pretty much over at this point. But I've seen some pretty good games that have turned around very quickly. Chain him. Do some flames. Do a little dance. Ultimate is ready. See if I can grab him before he gets back. And there we go. Yeah, I keep getting him. He's gonna make it back. That's too bad. Alright, we got an enemy siege tower over here we need to get rid of. I keep missing with that. Chain you 3 times, do some flames, and you're screwed. Yep. Alright, actually got a chain. Flame him down. Yeah, those flames just do some serious work. Oh, just blinked out the chain. And flames are back up already. That's another good thing about having the increased cooldown reductions on Ares. Definitely want to be using these abilities as much as possible. Yeah, it's really short cooldown on those flames too. So you can really dish out some quick DPS. Oh, we're almost done here. 216 to 11. That's only a few more kills to go for us. Let's do it. Alright, we're gonna chain him up. Do some flames of our own, and it's already over. Well, that's it. It's a good game. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you so much. If you like the content, please subscribe, and please stay tuned for more future coverage from me for Smite. Good night, everybody. GG.